Okay, so I am going to show you how to use your UV paper to make a UV piece of artwork, and that's what we're going to do today. You do need to wait until it's a little sunny out. I was lucky enough, it's the Saturday before break and we have a bit of a sun break. Inside your bag of supplies, you will find this large black piece of paper with staples. You're going to open that up and you will find a piece of blue paper inside. This is UV sensitive paper, ultraviolet light. So I'm going to put the paper blue side up and then just put some objects I found on top of it. Now, a really important key here is that these objects do have to be dry. Okay, so if you're in your yard and you've got objects that are wet, they're not going to work as well. So I have a pencil, I did find a dry leaf, a feather, some lichen, but the key here is that they do need to be dry. And that's also why I have this on a box rather than on my wet porch. So now I'm just going to wait about 2 to 3 minutes. If you are fortunate enough to be somewhere that it's really sunny right now, you may only need to wait about 30 seconds, but I'm waiting for the paper to kind of get like less blue, like it should be noticeably light blue after a few minutes. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can tell through this video, but the paper is now noticeably lighter. It's kind of a light blue where the sun is. I will say that because we are in the middle of winter here in Seattle, I kind of had to monitor the box and keep moving it to keep it in the sun because the sun is so low in the sky right now. Okay, so now I am going to bring it inside. I'm going to take everything off and you can kind of see there's that's where all of my objects were, and I'm going to bring this inside to develop it. So I've prepared just a little pan of water here, and I'm going to put my paper into the pan of water for a couple of seconds. By the way, I left my paper outside for probably like, I would say about 5 minutes in the sun. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it in the water for a couple, about 30 seconds to a minute. Give it time to develop. And now what I'm gonna do, now it's been, again, about a minute, 45 seconds, actually, I can tell on my phone. And so now I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm actually just gonna leave it here to dry, okay? And we're gonna come back to it later. Oh, sorry, there it is. We're gonna come back to it later after it's dried. This is the picture after it's all dry. The dark blue part is the part that was exposed to the sun and was originally light blue, but then after developing in the water and drying is dark blue. And then the white areas are the areas that were covered. So for example, this is where the feather had been on the paper when it was out in the sun. So now in your OneNote, you're going to fill out the initial ideas of what you think happened on the paper and with the sun's light to make the picture. You don't need to know at this point. These are just your initial ideas.